Get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Now a second down and 6. Left side, Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Joseph's got it. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground, because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Rodgers now to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Under pressure, they got him again. Za'Darius Smith, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Off the play fake, Oladokun. And he's got his big tight end here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's got room. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Oladokun looking to pass it. Flushed out right.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. And Oladokun going to throw it here. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Great stop by Devontae Wyatt, breaking through the line and stopping it cold.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why, what we just saw. Shit. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quay Walker drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. And that CD, another sack for the young rookie linebacker. Well, getting after the quarterback certainly has not been much of a problem here in his rookie season.
It certainly hasn't, Brandon, and the instincts that have made him a great tackler, I think coupled along with some film study and some great anticipation, that's also made him a great pass rusher as well.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The Packers have 14-1 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Try to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now Rodgers. Man open, here is Jones. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. Rodgers again now. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. To throw is Rodgers. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from a long distance. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
But this is a football game, right?
It is.
How you like that one, huh? You like where I went with that? How about that?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Up the middle to Wangu. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Oladokun. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the 1st down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Yeah, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So they get the conversion on fourth, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10.
And again, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
They'll throw now on the final play. Incomplete, right side to Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go again to Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw.
That's taken in by Watson.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Drops it to Jones in the flat.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Rodgers to throw once more. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
Eric Stokes in on the tackle.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Back to the ground. This time Cook. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Again, it's Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Oladokun now out of the gun. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
On 2nd down, here's DeWangu.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time as it's going to leave it with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
and you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 4th down, it's Oladokun.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th-quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Oladokun off the play fake.
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7.
Devontae Wyatt
drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Here's Watson.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
56 yards the punt that time, 12 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Now Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones with career touchdown number 70. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. The last run got 6, now second and 4. They run it again with Cook. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now a give running left is Nwangu. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Throwing it this time with Oladokun. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
We got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. To throw is Rodgers. He's got the hookup with Dobbs. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he's got it. Touchdown. Christian Watson. His 19th touchdown now of the season. And
the Packers tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. On second and a couple. Oladokun swinging this out wide here for Cook. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Oladokun, desperation time on 4th. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's Oladokun on 1st down. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. We run a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been because it's been an all-around game for him, taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
Dragon 60. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Oladokun looking to pass once more. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Rodgers throwing here. A check down here to Jones. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. On 1st down, Rodgers. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed in intermission. They come out and had the big second half, and that
halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Packers, they move to a sparkling 15-1 with one game still to go in the regular season.